Want a quick and easy way to strengthen and stretch your hamstrings while improving your bone health at the same time? Just keep watching. The hamstrings are the large group of 3 muscles that fill the back of the thigh. They have 2 primary actions, knee flexion and hip extension. But how do these beautiful muscles relate to your bone health? Flexible hamstrings reduce the risk of a compression fracture, and strong hamstrings can improve bone mineral density. Today we're going to show you the best techniques to safely lengthen and strengthen your hamstrings so you can enhance your bone health. Many of these exercises require no equipment, but if you'd like to practice them all, there's just a few things you'll need. A yoga mat or soft surface to lie on, 2 yoga blocks, the seat of a chair will work if you don't have blocks, a yoga strap or belt, and a foam roller. The classic forward fold is a common hamstring stretch that you'll likely find in yoga and exercise classes. However, it can be risky for those with osteoporosis due to the tendency to round the spine as you reach to the floor. This modification provides a great way to still get that hamstring stretch while keeping the spine nice and straight. Hinging at the hips, bend forward, maintaining a straight spine, and place your palms on the blocks. Don't strain to reach the blocks. If you find that they're too far away to reach comfortably, bend your knees slightly or use the seat of a chair until your hamstring flexibility increases. Look down at the floor in front of you, keeping your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Hold the stretch for 5 slow breaths. To come out of the stretch, gently draw in your pelvic floor and the muscles just below your belly button and slowly lift your torso back up with a straight spine. Stretching your hamstrings while lying on your back is another great way to improve your flexibility while keeping your spine safe. Grab a yoga strap. If you don't have one, a belt or even a sheet will work just as well. Lie down flat on your back. Draw one knee towards your chest and place the strap around the ball mounds of your toes and hold one end of the strap in each hand. Slowly extend your leg up, straightening the knee as you press your heel towards the sky. Keep your shoulders and head relaxed down and your chin slightly tucked. Hold the stretch for 5 slow breaths and release. If you're feeling unstable in this stretch, modify by bending your supporting leg and placing your foot on the floor. A nice passive variation of a supine hamstring stretch is to use the support of a wall to keep one leg lifted. Find a corner of a wall that will allow you to have one leg resting up on the wall and one leg stretched out beside it. If this isn't available to you, a door frame will also work. Keep one leg on the floor next to the wall and raise the other leg so it rests on the wall. Keep your feet flexed as you take 5 slow breaths. To come out of the stretch, roll onto your side to bring both legs together and push yourself up. As you gain more flexibility, you can get closer to the wall and get more hip flexion. With a slightly longer stance than the common glute bridge, the hamstring bridge is a great way to target and strengthen the hamstrings. Lie on your back, bend both knees and plant your feet flat on the floor a bit farther away from you than your knees. Your arms can rest down by your sides. Draw your belly button in as you lift your hips off the ground. Engage the hamstrings to keep yourself lifted for about 5 seconds. Slowly release down. For those with bone loss in the spine, it's safer to release down with a flat back rather than rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Repeat 10 times. To intensify this hamstring exercise, plant your heels into the floor and keep your toes lifted. For an added challenge, try the hamstring bridge with one leg raised. Lie flat on your back, bend one knee and plant your foot flat on the floor farther away from you than your knee. Keep your other leg straight. Your arms can rest down by your sides. Draw your belly button in and lift your hips off of the ground, lifting your extending leg in line with your torso. Engage your hamstrings to keep yourself lifted for about 5 seconds. Slowly release down and repeat 10 times. When you've mastered the hamstring bridge, try adding in a foam roller. Similar to the hamstring bridge, lie flat on your back and bend both knees. But this time, place both feet on a foam roller instead of the floor. Draw your belly button in and lift your hips off the ground and engage your hamstrings. Slowly roll the roller closer to you, then farther away. Continue for approximately 30 seconds, and then lower back down to the ground. Next, we have another great way to target your hamstrings, this time lying on your stomach. Lie on the floor facing down and rest your head onto your stacked hands. With pointed toes and legs still straight, slowly lift up one leg and then lower back down. Repeat 10 to 15 times and then switch legs. Locust Pose is another great exercise for osteoporosis as it targets the hamstrings and the back muscles. Lie down on the floor facing down, arms by your sides and forehead resting down. Gently press your pubic bone down to lengthen your spine and draw your belly button in. Slowly lift your head, chest, arms, and legs off the floor. Draw your shoulder blades together and keep your gaze down and slightly in front of you. Hold for 5 slow breaths and lower down. Practiced on a regular basis, these moves will improve your hamstring mobility, stability, and strength, ultimately leading to improved bone health. Keep reading to discover everything else you need to know about your hamstrings.